Hi, my name is Emma LeBeau. I'm a junior and I'm running for the Rose Festival Court. I want to be on the Rose Festival Court because I've heard that it's just such an amazing experience and you get to impact your community in so many different ways. And it's just, I want to show people that being a princess isn't about the way that you look. It's actually about what you do and how you help others. I'm a people person. I like talking to people. I like talking to people and getting to know them, and I think that's a big strength I have. I also like community service, so that's kind of a plus. I just want to use that and just find that passion to make my community a better place in the Rose Court. I want to use this experience to become a better leader and person, citizen in a way, because being a leader is great, but if you can't inspire people or work with people and get to know them, then nothing's going to get done. And so I would just want to take the drive and passion we find in the Rose Court and helping the Portland community into Wilson, making sure that we continue to have sort of a history and a legacy of improving the people and places around us. Being a princess to me is about the interactions you have, and if you always want to help your community and make sure you're leaving things better than you found it, then you're a true princess. You're doing what everyone's trying to do as a leader, which is just improve people's lives and make everything a little better than you started.
I would say Emma really embraces her own paradoxes. She loves learning, but she's not a dork. She pushes herself without trying to bring people down, and I think that's what would make her a really great candidate. So in class, Emma is fearless. She may make mistakes, but she always learns from them. And in doing so, she recognizes her own strengths and privileges, and she seeks to share them and teach them with people that are around her. Our students need to be smarter, kinder, more hardworking, and more creative than their teachers are if we're going to have any hope for a brighter future. We see that potential in all of you guys, but I can say that Emma is one student who already has shown this transcendence, and she gives me hope for tomorrow.
Overall, she's a really passionate human being. Even if I have a personal problem, she's the first person I go to. She has such good advice and always cheers me up and super caring, and that's great qualities of what a Rose Court princess should have. That's most important is she's optimistic, the most optimistic person I've ever met. Just tell her how her day's going. It's oh, great, I get to take a physics test tomorrow, or I get to take a calc test next period. That type of optimism is just great to have, just facing any situation. Well, I've just known her since 7th grade, and she's just always been just a super just bright beacon of light. I feel she's just born to do something like this in her life.
I'm Rachel Rodriguez, and I'm a senior here at Wilson. I want to be on the Rose Festival Court because I want a chance to connect with the community more. I've developed a lot of leadership over the years. Through robotics, I was team captain for 2 years. It also helped me build my confidence as well as theater did. I am just most recently getting into theater. I think these qualities will help me with the responsibilities of being on the Rose Court. With these experiences, I'm gonna take them back into the community by using what I learned from all the people I'm gonna meet. Because I know Rose Court is all about traveling and meeting tons of people from all over the state, and you learn so much about growth and the way that us as a state and community are heading, and I want to take those qualities back here and help us grow. To me, being a princess means being authentic. It means just putting yourself out there and not holding anything back. It also means always having the best intention and willing to grow and learn and change yourself for the better.
Rachel is one of the most empathetic people I've ever met. She's just a really, really strong member of a community, and she gets a sense of that. So as a student, she was always hyper engaged in everything that we did, and she was always willing to extend like what we were doing outside of the classroom, like making applications to her own life. And then I also, she served as a community mentor for me, and she did amazing lessons on feminism and gender roles, and she just was always willing to educate my students in like really, really meaningful and, like I said, empathetic ways. I think that she just is very passionate about whatever she does. And like I said, I just think she's very community oriented. She just gets a sense of others, right, and representing others.
But she's always been really kind, really funny. She's really easy to talk to. Also, kind of a part of that is that she's not like perfect. She, like everyone, has those little flaws. I don't know, just having those little flaws makes her relatable. She definitely has a different perspective. In creative writing, she had written an essay that was how she feels white even though she's half Latina. Kind of having a lot of different perspectives it gives her a better view. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons, lots of fun conversations in creative writing, but yeah.
My name is Sarah Sala, and I'm a senior at Wilson. I want to be a Rose Princess so I can become a better speaker and also have a place where I can network and have better opportunities when I go to college, and also the volunteer work I really find great that they do. I think I'm good at like talking to people and like working with other people, and I feel like that's going to help me a lot in the Rose Court. Right now I work at Markham Elementary School as an after-school instructor, and I feel like that's helped me a lot with my leadership abilities. I also do like Key Club and Red Cross, and I feel like that's also helped me like build relationships with people and make me like a better people person. In Rose Court, I really want to inspire people to move out of their comfort zone, and I also want them to just like know that they can like do stuff even though it seems like impossible, because when I started doing this I didn't think I was gonna like make it this far. So I think I just want to like show people that if they step out of their comfort zone and like try something new, it will benefit them a lot. I think being a princess is being a good role model to other people and showing people that you can just do anything if you like put your mind to it. So yeah.
And she's just a really, really, really nice person. She is one of the kindest people I know. She keeps a level head. She is nice to everyone in a chaotic, crazy environment. She is a cool head. I've never seen her be mean to anyone, and I've seen a lot of mean people. This is Sarah's second year as editor of the yearbook. She is the photo editor. She was the editor her junior year. Not every junior becomes a yearbook editor, but she's that good. Ever since she's been on the yearbook staff, Sarah has been that student who is always willing to go out and do whatever needs to get done. Some people you have to bug them and bug them and bug them to go out and take photos, but Sarah, you ask her, she goes and she does it. She's just a great person. Couldn't think of any better. I couldn't think of a more deserving person to represent Wilson High School. She is the best of what Wilson is.
Sarah would be a good representative for our school because she's really involved within the community here at Wilson, and she's part of a lot of different groups here. I think qualities that Sarah has that will help her is that she's very considerate and always puts others before herself. Oh, and she always thinks about the better of like the community rather than herself. Sarah's the type of person who'll like email Winko when they run out of her favorite banana oatmeal. She just goes out of her way to get things done, so.
I want to help my community and learn more about the world and how other people see it. Being on the court would allow me to meet a ton of awesome women who I'd love to learn from. I'd like to think I have a really open mind. I always try to be empathetic instead of jumping to conclusions straight away. And I can always see the good side of the situation. Sometimes this is a fault, but sometimes it's a benefit, and I think it's helpful when things get tough. I've been in Key Club for 3 years now, and in API, where I've learned that sometimes you just gotta go out and make things happen. I'm also co-head of the Communicare Committee in Leadership, which has also really helped me learn how to work with different types of people. I used to fence, so I know how to fight back the hordes of adoring fans I'm sure that the Rose Court gets. I've been to a Durst School as a student leader for 3 sessions now, going up on my 4th, week 1, so I know how to adapt and how to keep my cool. As a junior, I'll be able to help the Wilson community for another year. So I'll be able to use the skills from being on the court to spread positivity and good vibes and encourage people to be just a little bit nicer in their day-to-day. When I was a kid, I thought princesses were just there to wear nice dresses and balance books on their heads for good posture. As I've grown, I've learned that princesses are just kind people and good leaders who love making friends and talking to people, learning new things. Also, I have terrible posture, so I'm glad that that's not all princesses are about. I think being a good princess means to be always focused on being kind and representing a community and improving a little bit every day.
Well, Kata is one of the most caring and endearing students we have at the school. In terms of being an ambassador for Wilson High School, I think she's number 1. Her sincerity and caring about others really separates her from a lot of her peers. She's an advocate for all kids here at Wilson and for the community itself. The way that she speaks about other programs and pushes kids to go beyond their comfort bubble to support each other and care about each other. That's something special and something we should acknowledge. I think Kata is an amazing person and I fully endorse her and hope that she gets to be an ambassador for Wilson High School.
Kata is a very intelligent person and she's really kind and caring. She really cares about the people at the school and all of the communities here. She's a great representative for API and AWARE and all the equity work that we're doing. Kata is very organized. She always has everything together. She has a nice, organized planner and she's always on top of things, and I think that will very much help her. And she's also very good at communicating with people. She's always open to giving presentations or talking in front of people, and I think that will definitely help her as well. She always just has a radiant energy about her, and she's super hardworking, and it's been super fun being friends with her.